All right, well, thank you everybody for joining us today. We have Janet from Search-Mojo, that's search-mojo.com. And Janet, can you maybe just give us a little background on yourself and Search-Mojo and what it is that you guys do?
Sure. So my name is Janet Driscoll Miller, and I started Search-Mojo in 2005. So it's been, wow, almost 7 years. And I started the company. I had a lot of experience in marketing and a lot of experience in online marketing, and specifically in search. And after working in a couple of companies and working with different vendors, I realized that there was an opportunity to help companies do a better job with SEO and pay-per-click advertising that I just felt wasn't being answered well by the current vendors in the marketplace. So I left my job and started Search-Mojo, and the rest is kind of history at this point.
Awesome.
And we've been going strong now for almost seven
Very cool. And
years.
you're out of Charlottesville, Virginia, right?
That's
Yeah.
correct.
What an
Yes.
amazing, beautiful place. Um,
Thank you.
Anyway, so I think let's just jump right into it. We have a lot of clients that will use SeeVolution because it sort of helps them figure out what's happening on their website. But I think the question that most people have is, what can I do? I'm a small business. What can I do to start getting traffic to my website? And how do I get found online? I mean, I know those, I guess, are two different questions. But let's start with the first one. What can I do? What can a guy who just launched a website a few months ago and is just seeing the traffic sort of trickle in, or even somebody that gets decent traffic? What are some of the keys to drive traffic?
So at Search-Mojo, we like to say that there's a four-pronged process to SEO. But before I get into SEO specifically, I'll say that your traffic goals really have to define where you want to focus, if it's SEO or pay-per-click. Because one of the misconceptions I think about SEO is that it's going to be immediate. And the reality is that in many cases, it turns out that all of the changes you make and all of the things you do to help optimize your site don't happen overnight. And so if you need immediate visibility, let's say, for instance, you're a small business who sells products online and you need to start selling today, or you need leads today, I would say you might want to consider the pay-per-click route as well, because then you can put in a credit card and you can be up immediately. SEO is going to take you a little bit longer, but in my opinion, it has more lasting effect and it costs you less in the long run, I think. So it's certainly very important to do the SEO. So if you want to drive traffic and you want to drive it through SEO, this four-pronged process I talked about, the first one is you got to figure out what keywords you want to be found on in searches. That is really the foundation of all SEO, is what do you want to be found on? And what do you want to be found on when people search? There's a variety of ways you can decide what those keywords are going to be, but I think one important thing to always remember is what you perceive as being the keywords and what people actually search for are two completely different things. And that's one thing we
Well,
run
let me
into a
ask
lot.
you this, because that's a really good question. I can